Question 1. In Wyoming, during a surplus lines insurance claim investigation, which of the following techniques is most effective for ensuring the accuracy and integrity of the gathered evidence? A. Relying solely on the insured's statement. B. Conducting independent interviews with witnesses. C. Using only photographic evidence. D. Skipping physical inspections if initial reports seem credible. Question 2. John is handling a surplus lines insurance claim in Wyoming where the insured has reported significant damage to their property due to a recent hailstorm. However, during the investigation, John discovers inconsistencies between the insured's statement and the physical evidence. What should John do next to ensure a thorough investigation? A. Accept the insured's statement as accurate and proceed with the claim. B. Ignore the inconsistencies and focus on other aspects of the claim. C. Conduct further interviews with neighbors and other witnesses. D. Immediately deny the claim based on the discovered inconsistencies. Question 3. In Wyoming, which of the following is a key characteristic of surplus lines insurance that differentiates it from standard insurance? A. It is always less expensive than standard insurance. B. It covers risks that are typically uninsurable by standard insurers. C. It is regulated solely by federal law. D. It guarantees coverage for all submitted claims. Question 4. In Wyoming, what is a primary responsibility of a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster during the claims handling process? A. Selling additional insurance policies to the insured. B. Investigating the claim to determine coverage and liability. C. Setting premiums for new policies. D. Representing the insured in legal proceedings. Question 5. Which of the following best describes the purpose of surplus lines insurance in Wyoming? A. To provide low-cost insurance options for all residents. B. To cover unique or high-risk situations not handled by standard insurers. C. To standardize insurance regulations across states. D. To insure only government entities. Question 6. When handling surplus lines insurance claims in Wyoming, what is the importance of effective communication and documentation? A. It ensures the claim is processed faster than required. B. It helps in maintaining transparency and regulatory compliance. C. It allows for bypassing certain legal requirements. D. It guarantees the insured's satisfaction with the claim outcome. Question 7. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if a policy exclusion applies to reported loss? A. Ignore the exclusion and process the claim. B. Deny the claim without further investigation. C. Notify the insured of the exclusion and explain its implications. D. Automatically approve the claim to avoid complaints. Question 8. In Wyoming, which of the following best describes a key benefit of using outside experts in surplus lines claims investigation? A. They reduce the overall cost to the claims process. B. They provide specialized knowledge and impartial assessments. C. They can make final settlement decisions. D. They replace the need for in-house adjusters. Question 9. In Wyoming, what is the primary reason for conducting a detailed policy analysis during the claims handling process? A. To find loopholes to deny the claim. B. To understand the coverage terms and exclusions of the policy. C. To renegotiate the policy terms with the insured. D. To simplify the claim settlement process. Question 10. During a surplus lines claim investigation in Wyoming, what is the most important aspect to consider when gathering evidence? A. The cost of the evidence gathering process. B. The potential for evidence to support the insured's claim. C. The credibility and reliability of the evidence. D. The time taken to gather the evidence. Question 11. In Wyoming, how should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster handle conflicts of interest during the claims handling process? A. Ignore the conflict and proceed as usual. B. Disclose the conflict to all relevant parties and recuse themselves if necessary. C. Make decisions that favor the insurer. D. Transfer the claim to another adjuster without explanation. Question 12. In Wyoming, which of the following is an essential step in the surplus lines insurance claims settlement process? A. Avoiding documentation to speed up the process. B. Negotiating and reaching a fair settlement agreement. C. Ignoring regulatory compliance to focus on settlement. D. Settling claims without consulting legal counsel. Question 13. A Wyoming surplus lines insurance claims adjuster discovers that the insured has exaggerated the extent of the damage. What should the adjuster do next? A. Approve the claim without addressing the exaggeration. B. Deny the entire claim immediately. C. Investigate further to determine the accurate extent of the damage. D. Ignore the exaggeration and focus on other aspects of the claim. Question 14. In Wyoming, what is the role of effective communication in the surplus lines insurance claims handling process? A. To expedite the approval of claims without proper investigation. B. To ensure all parties are informed and to facilitate transparent decision-making. C. To allow the insured to dictate the claim outcome. D. To reduce the need for documentation. Question 15. In Wyoming, which of the following methods is typically used to evaluate the extent and value of a surplus lines insurance claim? A. Guessing based on past claims. B. Using standardized industry tools and techniques. C. Asking the insured for their estimated value. D. Making a decision based on the initial report only. Question 16. In Wyoming, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster finds that the damage reported by the insured does not match the policy coverage. What should the adjuster do? A. Deny the claim without further explanation. B. Approve the claim to avoid disputes. C. Communicate with the insured to explain the coverage limitations and explore alternative solutions. D. Modify the policy to include the reported damage. Question 17. In Wyoming, what is a common reason for a surplus lines insurance claim to be denied? A. The insured's premium payments are up to date. B. The loss falls within a policy exclusion. C. The insured has provided all required documentation. D. The claim was reported promptly. Question 18. In Wyoming, which of the following best describes the purpose of surplus lines insurance regulatory compliance? A. To ensure fair pricing of all insurance policies. B. To protect consumers and maintain market stability. C. To allow insurers to operate without restrictions. D. To guarantee coverage for all types of risks. Question 19. In Wyoming, which step is crucial in the initial phase of a surplus lines insurance claims investigation? A. Estimating the final settlement amount. B. Gathering and preserving evidence related to the claim. C. Issuing a denial letter to the insured. D. Ignoring the insured's initial report. Question 20. In Wyoming, what is a key advantage of surplus lines insurance compared to standard insurance? A. It offers the same coverage for all types of risks. B. It can provide coverage for unique or high-risk situations. C. It is subject to fewer regulatory requirements. D. It guarantees lower premiums for all policyholders. Question 21. In Wyoming, during the settlement of a surplus lines insurance claim, what is the purpose of releasing and documenting the settlement agreement? A. To finalize the claim and prevent future disputes. B. To keep the claim open for future adjustments. C. To increase the insurer's liability. D. To provide an opportunity for the insured to renegotiate the claim. Question 22. During a surplus lines claim litigation in Wyoming, what is the role of the claims adjuster? A. To act as a legal representative for the insured. B. To provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. C. To decide the outcome of the litigation. D. To delay the process as much as possible. Question 23. In Wyoming, what is a common ethical consideration for surplus lines claims professionals during the claims handling process? A. Maximizing profits by underpaying claims. B. Maintaining confidentiality and privacy of the insured's information. C. Avoiding communication with the insured. D. Ignoring regulatory guidelines to expedite the process. Question 24. Scenario: Mr. Thompson, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim involving significant damage to commercial property due to a severe windstorm. The policy has a specific exclusion for windstorm damage in certain geographical areas. However, the insured insists that the location should not fall under this exclusion and has provided some supporting evidence. What should Mr. Thompson do next? A. Deny the claim immediately based on the exclusion. B. Ignore the exclusion and approve the claim. C. Review the supporting evidence and consult with underwriting to determine if the location falls under the exclusion. D. Approve the claim to avoid conflict with the insured. Question 25. In Wyoming, what is an important consideration when negotiating a surplus lines insurance claim settlement? A. Ensuring the settlement amount is lower than the estimated value. B. Achieving a fair and reasonable agreement for both parties. C. Prioritizing the insurer's interests over the insured's. D. Ignoring the insured's concerns to expedite the process. Question 26. In Wyoming, why is it essential for a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster to understand policy provisions and coverage limitations? A. To identify loopholes for denying claims. B. To ensure claims are handled in accordance with the policy terms. C. To simplify the claims process by ignoring policy details. D. To reduce the amount of documentation required. Question 27. In Wyoming, what is a critical step in the surplus lines insurance claims evaluation process? A. Skipping the evaluation to speed up the process. B. Determining coverage and liability accurately. C. Accepting all claims without verification. D. Estimating claim costs without proper evidence. Question 28. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they encounter a claim involving complex technical issues beyond their expertise? A. Ignore the complexities and make a decision. B. Deny the claim due to lack of understanding. C. Utilize outside experts or specialists for assistance. D. Approve the claim without proper evaluation. Question 29. In Wyoming, what is the significance of complying with fair claims practices during the surplus lines insurance claims handling process? A. It ensures claims are processed without any investigation. B. It guarantees higher profits for the insurer. C. It maintains trust and integrity in the insurance process. D. It allows for denying more claims. Question 30. In Wyoming, which of the following best describes the role of effective documentation in surplus lines insurance claims handling? A. To provide a record of all actions and decisions made during the claims process. B. To allow the insured to modify their claim details. C. To reduce the amount of time spent on each claim. D. To simplify the communication process by limiting interactions with the insured. Correct answer. B. Conducting independent interviews with witnesses. Explanation. Conducting independent interviews with witnesses ensures the accuracy and integrity of the gathered evidence by cross-verifying information from multiple sources. This method reduces the risk of relying on potentially biased or incomplete information from a single source. Interviews can reveal discrepancies or additional details that may not be evident from other forms of evidence, thereby providing a more comprehensive and accurate understanding of the claim. Correct answer. C. Conduct further interviews with neighbors and other witnesses. Explanation. Conducting further interviews with neighbors and other witnesses helps to clarify the inconsistencies found between the insured statement and the physical evidence. This approach ensures a thorough investigation by gathering additional perspectives and information, which can either corroborate or contradict the insured's account, leading to a more accurate determination of the claim's validity. Correct answer. B. It covers risks that are typically uninsurable by standard insurers. Explanation. Surplus lines insurance is designed to cover risks that are typically uninsurable by standard insurers. This characteristic allows surplus lines insurers to provide coverage for unique or high-risk situations that standard insurers avoid due to their higher risk profile. The regulatory framework for surplus lines insurance allows for greater flexibility in underwriting and pricing, enabling insurers to accommodate specialized coverage needs. Correct answer. B. Investigating the claim to determine coverage and liability. Explanation. A surplus lines insurance claims adjuster is responsible for investigating claims to determine the extent of coverage and liability. This involves gathering and evaluating evidence, conducting interviews, and assessing the validity of the claim to ensure that it meets the terms and conditions of the policy. Correct answer. B. To cover unique or high-risk situations not handled by standard insurers. Explanation. Surplus lines insurance is specifically designed to cover unique or high-risk situations that standard insurers typically avoid. It provides an important alternative for those needing specialized coverage that falls outside the scope of conventional insurance policies. Correct answer. B. It helps in maintaining transparency and regulatory compliance. Explanation. Effective communication and documentation are crucial in surplus lines insurance claims handling as they maintain transparency and ensure compliance with regulatory requirements. Proper documentation provides a clear record of all actions taken and decisions made, which is essential for auditing purposes and for resolving any disputes that may arise. Correct answer. C. Notify the insured of the exclusion and explain its implications. Explanation. The claims adjuster must notify the insured of any applicable policy exclusions and explain their implications. This ensures transparency and helps the insured understand why certain losses may not be covered under their policy, which is essential for maintaining trust and compliance with fair claims practices. Correct answer. B. It provides specialized knowledge and impartial assessments. Explanation. Using outside experts in claims investigation provides specialized knowledge and impartial assessments, which can be crucial for accurately determining the cause and extent of damage. Their expertise helps in evaluating complex claim scenarios and ensures a thorough and unbiased investigation. Correct answer. B. To understand the coverage, terms, and exclusions of the policy. Explanation. Conducting a detailed policy analysis is essential to understand the coverage, terms, and exclusions of the policy. This helps ensure that the claim is handled according to the specific provisions of the policy and that both the insurer and the insured have a clear understanding of what is covered and what is not. Correct answer. C. The credibility and reliability of the evidence. Explanation. The credibility and reliability of the evidence are paramount in ensuring a fair and accurate claim assessment. Reliable evidence provides a strong foundation for determining the validity of the claim and helps in making informed decisions regarding coverage and settlement. Correct answer. B. Disclose the conflict to all relevant parties and recuse themselves if necessary. Explanation. Handling conflicts of interest ethically involves disclosing the conflict to all relevant parties and recusing oneself if necessary. This approach maintains transparency, integrity, and trust in the claims handling process and ensures that decisions are made impartially and in accordance with professional standards. Correct answer. B. Negotiating and reaching a fair settlement agreement. Explanation. Negotiating and reaching a fair settlement agreement is an essential step in the claims settlement process. It ensures that both the insurer and the insured agree on the terms of the settlement, which helps in resolving the claim satisfactorily and maintaining good relationships between the parties involved. Correct answer. C. Investigate further to determine the accurate extent of the damage. Explanation. The adjuster should investigate further to determine the accurate extent of the damage. This involves gathering additional evidence and conducting interviews to establish the true scope of the loss, ensuring that the claim is settled based on accurate and honest information. Correct answer. B. To ensure all parties are informed and to facilitate transparent decision-making. Explanation. Effective communication ensures that all parties are informed and facilitates transparent decision-making. It helps in managing expectations, providing clarity on the claims process, and ensuring that all relevant information is shared promptly and accurately. Correct answer. B. Using standardized industry tools and techniques. Explanation. Evaluating the extent and value of a claim using standardized industry tools and techniques ensures consistency and accuracy. These tools help in objectively assessing the damage and determining the appropriate value for the claim based on established methods and guidelines. Correct answer. C. Communicate with the insured to explain the coverage limitations and explore alternative solutions. Explanation. The adjuster should communicate with the insured to explain the coverage limitations and explore alternative solutions. This approach helps the insured understand the reasons for the coverage denial and may lead to finding a resolution that is satisfactory to both parties. Correct answer. B. The loss falls within a policy exclusion. Explanation. A common reason for a claim to be denied is that the loss falls within a policy exclusion. Policy exclusions specify certain conditions or types of damage that are not covered under the insurance policy, and if a claim involves such an excluded event, it will be denied. Correct answer. B. To protect consumers and maintain market stability. Explanation. Surplus lines insurance regulatory compliance is intended to protect consumers and maintain market stability. Regulations ensure that surplus lines insurers operate within certain guidelines, providing adequate protection for policyholders and contributing to a well-functioning insurance market. Correct answer: B. Gathering and preserving evidence related to the claim. Explanation: gathering and preserving evidence is crucial in the initial phase of a claims investigation. Properly collected evidence forms the basis for assessing the claim, determining its validity, and making informed decisions about coverage and settlement. Correct answer: B. It can provide coverage for unique or high-risk situations. Explanation: surplus lines insurance is designed to provide coverage for unique or high-risk situations that standard insurers typically avoid. This flexibility allows it to meet the specialized needs of policyholders who require coverage for unconventional or high-risk exposures. Correct answer: A. To finalize the claim and prevent future disputes. Explanation: releasing and documenting the settlement agreement finalizes the claim and prevents future disputes. Provides a clear record of the terms agreed upon by both parties, ensuring that the claim is resolved and that there is no ambiguity or basis for reopening the claim later. Correct answer: B. To provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. Explanation: the claims adjuster's role during litigation is to provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. This helps the legal team present a strong case and ensures that all relevant facts and details are available to the court or arbitrator. Correct answer: B. Maintaining confidentiality and privacy of the insured's information. Explanation: maintaining confidentiality and privacy of the insured's information is a critical ethical consideration. Claims professionals must handle personal and sensitive information with care, ensuring it is protected and only shared with authorized parties to maintain trust and comply with legal requirements. Correct answer: C. Review the supporting evidence and consult with underwriting to determine if the location falls under the exclusion. Explanation: Mr. Thompson should review the supporting evidence and consult with underwriting to determine if the location falls under the exclusion. This thorough approach ensures that the claim is handled accurately and fairly, taking into account all relevant information and policy terms. Correct answer: B. Achieving a fair and reasonable agreement for both parties. Explanation: negotiating a fair and reasonable settlement is crucial in ensuring that both the insurer and the insured are satisfied with the outcome. This approach helps maintain good relationships, avoids future disputes, and aligns with ethical and professional standards. Correct answer: B. To ensure claims are handled in accordance with the policy terms. Explanation: understanding policy provisions and coverage limitations is essential for handling claims in accordance with the policy terms. This ensures that claims are evaluated and processed based on the specific coverage provided, reducing the risk of errors and disputes. Correct answer: B. Determining coverage and liability accurately. Explanation: determining coverage and liability accurately is a critical step in the claims evaluation process. It ensures that the claim is valid and falls within the terms of the policy, which is essential for making informed decisions about settlement and payment. Correct answer: C. Utilize outside experts or specialists for assistance. Explanation: utilizing outside experts or specialists ensures that complex technical issues are evaluated accurately and thoroughly. This approach helps in making informed decisions and ensures that all aspects of the claim are properly addressed. Correct answer: C. It maintains trust and integrity in the insurance process. Explanation: complying with fair claims practices maintains trust and integrity in the insurance process. It ensures that claims are handled ethically, transparently, and in accordance with legal and regulatory standards, which is essential for protecting consumer rights and fostering a fair insurance market. Correct answer: A. To provide a record of all actions and decisions made during the claims process. Explanation: effective documentation provides a clear and detailed record of all actions and decisions made during the claims process. This is essential for ensuring transparency, facilitating audits, and resolving any disputes that may arise, thereby maintaining the integrity of the claims handling process. Question 31. In Wyoming, what is a critical step in the surplus lines insurance policy analysis process? A. Ignoring exclusions to simplify the process. B. Reviewing the policy language to understand coverage and limitations. C. Automatically approving all claims. D. Reducing the amount of documentation. Question 32. In Wyoming, why is it important for a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster to document all communications with the insured? A. To expedite the claim process. B. To maintain a clear and transparent record of all interactions. C. To reduce the workload of the adjuster. D. To allow the insured to modify their claim details. Question 33. In Wyoming, what is the role of a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in the litigation process? A. To act as the insured's legal representative. B. To provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. C. To decide the outcome of the litigation. D. To delay the litigation process. Question 34. Scenario: Ms. Johnson, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim involving a fire that damaged a warehouse. The policy includes a clause that excludes coverage for fires caused by negligence. The insured claims the fire was accidental, but evidence suggests otherwise. What should Ms. Johnson do next? A. Approve the claim without further investigation. B. Deny the claim based solely on the initial evidence. C. Conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause of the fire. D. Ignore the policy exclusion to avoid conflict with the insured. Question 35. In Wyoming, which of the following is a key responsibility of a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster during the claims investigation process? A. Ignoring evidence that contradicts the insured's statement. B. Gathering and evaluating all relevant evidence. C. Automatically approving all claims. D. Avoiding communication with the insured. Question 36. In Wyoming, what is an essential aspect of complying with surplus lines insurance regulatory requirements during the claims handling process? A. Ignoring state regulations to expedite the process. B. Ensuring all actions are documented and reported as required. C. Automatically approving all claims. D. Reducing communication with the insured. Question 37. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they identify a potential conflict of interest? A. Ignore the conflict and proceed as usual. B. Disclose the conflict to all relevant parties and recuse themselves if necessary. C. Make decisions that favor the insurer. D. Transfer the claim to another adjuster without explanation. Question 38. In Wyoming, why is it important for surplus lines insurance claims adjusters to understand the definitions and key terms in the policies they handle? A. To find ways to deny claims. B. To accurately interpret coverage and exclusions. C. To simplify the claims process by ignoring details. D. To reduce the amount of required documentation. Question 39. In Wyoming, what is the primary goal of negotiating a surplus lines insurance claim settlement? A. To achieve a fair and reasonable agreement for both parties. B. To maximize the insurer's profit. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring details. D. To prioritize the insurer's demands. Question 40. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they encounter a claim involving highly specialized technical issues? They ignore the complexities and make a decision. B. Utilize outside experts or specialists for assistance. C. Automatically deny the claim. D. Approve the claim without proper evaluation. Question 41. In Wyoming, what is the significance of ethical considerations in surplus lines insurance claims handling? A. To ensure claims are processed without any investigation. B. To maintain trust and integrity in the insurance process. C. To increase the insurer's profits. D. To expedite the claims process by ignoring regulations. Question 42. In Wyoming, why is it important to conduct a thorough investigation before denying a surplus lines insurance claim? A. To avoid unnecessary documentation. B. To ensure the denial is based on accurate and complete information. C. To expedite the claims process. D. To reduce the insurer's liability. Question 43. In Wyoming, what is a critical factor in determining the extent and value of a surplus lines insurance claim? A. The initial report from the insured. B. The credibility and reliability of the evidence gathered. C. The insured's estimate of the loss. D. The adjuster's personal opinion. Question 44. Scenario: Mr. Evans, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a business interruption loss due to a cyber attack. The policy includes specific provisions for cyber coverage, but also has detailed exclusions. The insured is unsure if their loss qualifies for coverage. What should Mr. Evans do next? They deny the claim immediately based on the exclusions. B. Approve the claim without reviewing the policy details. C. Conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine if the loss qualifies for coverage. D. Ignore the policy provisions and approve the claim. Question 45. In Wyoming, what is an essential consideration when evaluating the extent and value of a surplus lines insurance claim? A. Guessing based on past claims. B. Using standardized industry tools and techniques. C. Asking the insured for their estimated value. D. Making a decision based on the initial report only. Question 46. In Wyoming, what is a key step in the surplus lines insurance claim settlement process? A. Ignoring the policy terms to expedite the process. B. Negotiating a fair and reasonable settlement agreement. C. Automatically denying all claims. D. Reducing communication with the insured. Question 47. In Wyoming, why is it important for surplus lines insurance claims adjusters to maintain professional standards and conduct? A. To increase the insurer's profits. B. To ensure claims are processed without any investigation. C. To maintain trust and credibility in the insurance industry. D. To expedite the claims process by ignoring details. Question 48. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they receive a claim involving suspected fraud? A. Ignore the suspicion and approve the claim. B. Conduct a thorough investigation to confirm or rule out fraud. C. Automatically deny the claim. D. Expedite the claim without further investigation. Question 49. In Wyoming, why is it essential to understand the regulatory framework governing surplus lines insurance? A. To avoid compliance and operate without restrictions. B. To ensure compliance with state laws and regulations. C. To increase the insurer's flexibility. D. To reduce the amount of documentation required. Question 50. Scenario: Ms. Carter, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim involving extensive water damage to residential property. The insured claims the damage was sudden and accidental, while the policy excludes coverage for gradual water damage. What steps should Ms. Carter take to determine the validity of the claim? A. Deny the claim based on the exclusion. B. Approve the claim without further investigation. C. Conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause and timing of the damage. D. Ignore the policy exclusion and approve the claim. Question 51. In Wyoming, what is a key consideration when reserving and estimating claim costs in surplus lines insurance? A. Guessing based on previous claims. B. Using accurate data and industry standards. C. Reducing the estimate to minimize payout. D. Ignoring the insured's input. Question 52. In Wyoming, what is the importance of confidentiality and privacy requirements in surplus lines claims handling? A. To reduce communication with the insured. B. To protect sensitive information and maintain trust. C. To expedite the claims process. D. To allow for easier sharing of information. Question 53. In Wyoming, what is the role of effective communication in the surplus lines insurance claims handling process? A. To reduce the number of interactions with the insured. B. To ensure clear, accurate, and timely information exchange. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring details. D. To minimize the insurer's liability. Question 54. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they encounter ambiguous policy language? A. Ignore the ambiguity and make a decision. B. Consult with legal counsel or underwriting to clarify the language. C. Automatically deny the claim. D. Approve the claim without further evaluation. Question 55. In Wyoming, what is a critical aspect of utilizing outside experts in the surplus lines insurance claims process? A. Ignoring the expert's input if it contradicts the adjuster's opinion. B. Ensuring the expert's findings are integrated into the claims evaluation. C. Reducing the claims processing time by avoiding expert opinions. D. Automatically denying claims that require expert input. Question 56. Scenario: Mr. Smith, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a large commercial property loss due to an earthquake. The policy has specific provisions for earthquake coverage, but also includes numerous exclusions and limitations. The insured is unsure if their loss qualifies for full coverage. What should Mr. Smith do next? A. Deny the claim based on the exclusions. B. Approve the claim without reviewing the policy details. C. Conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine the extent of coverage. D. Ignore the policy provisions and approve the claim. Question 57. In Wyoming, what is the primary purpose of surplus lines insurance? A. To provide coverage for risks that are not covered by standard insurers. B. To increase the number of claims denied. C. To simplify the insurance process by reducing regulations. D. To guarantee lower premiums for all policyholders. Question 58. In Wyoming, why is it important for a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster to conduct interviews with insureds, witnesses, and other parties involved in a claim? A. To expedite the claims process by reducing documentation. B. To gather comprehensive and accurate information about the claim. C. To avoid communication with the insured. D. To reduce the number of claims approved. Question 59. In Wyoming, what is a key factor in the success of alternative dispute resolution, AD, or methods in surplus lines insurance claims? A. Ignoring the policy terms. B. The willingness of both parties to negotiate and reach a compromise. C. Automatically approving the claim. D. Reducing the insurer's liability. Question 60. In Wyoming, what is the importance of compliance with fair claims practices and consumer protection laws in surplus lines insurance? A. To expedite the claims process by ignoring regulations. B. To ensure that claims are handled fairly and ethically. C. To increase the insurer's profits. D. To reduce communication with the insured. Correct answer: B. Reviewing the policy language to understand coverage and limitations. Explanation: Reviewing the policy language is critical to understanding the coverage and limitations of a surplus lines insurance policy. This ensures that claims are handled according to the specific terms of the policy, reducing the risk of errors and disputes. Correct answer: B. To maintain a clear and transparent record of all interactions. Explanation: Documenting all communications with the insured ensures a clear and transparent record of interactions. This is essential for resolving disputes, complying with regulatory requirements, and ensuring that all parties are informed throughout the claims process. Correct answer: B. To provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. Explanation: The adjuster's role in litigation is to provide documentation and evidence to support the insurer's position. This helps the legal team present a strong case and ensures that all relevant facts and details are available to the court or arbitrator. Correct answer: C. Conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause of the fire. Explanation: Ms. Johnson should conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause of the fire. This involves gathering and evaluating evidence to establish whether the fire was accidental or caused by negligence, ensuring the claim is handled fairly and in accordance with the policy terms. Correct answer: B. Gathering and evaluating all relevant evidence. Explanation: The adjuster's key responsibility during the investigation process is to gather and evaluate all relevant evidence. This ensures a thorough and accurate assessment of the claim, helping to determine its validity and the extent of coverage. Correct answer: B. Ensuring all actions are documented and reported as required. Explanation: Complying with regulatory requirements involves ensuring that all actions are documented and reported as required. This maintains transparency, ensures compliance with state laws, and protects the rights of all parties involved in the claims process. Correct answer: B. Disclose the conflict to all relevant parties and recuse themselves if necessary. Explanation: Handling conflicts of interest ethically involves disclosing the conflict to all relevant parties and recusing oneself if necessary. This maintains transparency, integrity, and trust in the claims handling process, ensuring impartial decision-making. Correct answer. B. To accurately interpret coverage and exclusions. Explanation. Understanding definitions and key terms is essential for accurately interpreting coverage and exclusions in a policy. This ensures that claims are handled in accordance with the specific provisions of the policy, reducing the risk of errors and disputes. Correct answer. A. To achieve a fair and reasonable agreement for both parties. Explanation. The primary goal of negotiating a claim settlement is to achieve a fair and reasonable agreement for both parties. This helps maintain good relationships, avoid future disputes, and ensure that the settlement is satisfactory for both the insurer and the insured. Correct answer. B. Utilize outside experts or specialists for assistance. Explanation. Utilizing outside experts or specialists ensures that highly specialized technical issues are evaluated accurately and thoroughly. This approach helps in making informed decisions and ensures that all aspects of the claim are properly addressed. Correct answer. B. To maintain trust and integrity in the insurance process. Explanation. Ethical considerations are essential for maintaining trust and integrity in the insurance process. They ensure that claims are handled fairly, transparently, and in accordance with legal and regulatory standards, protecting consumer rights and fostering a fair insurance market. Correct answer. B. To ensure the denial is based on accurate and complete information. Explanation. Conducting a thorough investigation before denying a claim ensures that the denial is based on accurate and complete information. This helps avoid errors, reduces the risk of disputes, and ensures that the decision is fair and justified. Correct answer. B. The credibility and reliability of the evidence gathered. Explanation. The credibility and reliability of the evidence gathered are critical factors in determining the extent and value of a claim. Reliable evidence provides a strong foundation for assessing the claim accurately and making informed decisions regarding coverage and settlement. Correct answer. C. Conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine if the loss qualifies for coverage. Explanation. Mr. Evans should conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine if the loss qualifies for coverage. This involves reviewing the specific provisions and exclusions in the policy to ensure that the claim is handled accurately and in accordance with the policy terms. Correct answer. B. Using standardized industry tools and techniques. Explanation. Using standardized industry tools and techniques is essential for accurately evaluating the extent and value of a claim. These tools and techniques provide objective and reliable methods for assessing claims, ensuring consistency and accuracy in the evaluation process. Correct answer. B. Negotiating a fair and reasonable settlement agreement. Explanation. Negotiating a fair and reasonable settlement agreement is a key step in the claim settlement process. This ensures that both parties are satisfied with the outcome and that the settlement aligns with the terms of the policy and the specifics of the claim. Correct answer. C. To maintain trust and credibility in the insurance industry. Explanation. Maintaining professional standards and conduct is crucial for ensuring trust and credibility in the insurance industry. It involves handling claims ethically, transparently, and in accordance with regulatory requirements, which helps protect consumer rights and fosters a fair and reliable insurance market. Correct answer. B. Conduct a thorough investigation to confirm or rule out fraud. Explanation. If fraud is suspected, the adjuster should conduct a thorough investigation to confirm or rule it out. This ensures that the claim is handled fairly and that fraudulent claims are identified and addressed appropriately, protecting the insurer and maintaining the integrity of the claims process. Correct answer. B. To ensure compliance with state laws and regulations. Explanation. Understanding the regulatory framework is essential for ensuring compliance with state laws and regulations. This helps protect consumers, maintain market stability, and ensure that surplus lines insurers operate within legal guidelines, fostering a fair and reliable insurance market. Correct answer. C. Conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause and timing of the damage. Explanation. Amiss. Carter should conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause and timing of the damage. This involves gathering evidence to establish whether the water damage was sudden and accidental or gradual, ensuring the claim is handled accurately and in accordance with the policy terms. Correct answer. B. Using accurate data and industry standards. Explanation: using accurate data and industry standards is crucial for reserving and estimating claim costs. This ensures that the reserves are adequate and that the estimated costs reflect the true extent of the claim, which is essential for effective financial management and compliance. Correct answer: B. To protect sensitive information and maintain trust. Explanation: confidentiality and privacy requirements are important for protecting sensitive information and maintaining trust. Claims adjusters must handle personal and sensitive data with care, ensuring it is protected and only shared with authorized parties, which is essential for compliance and ethical conduct. Correct answer: B. To ensure clear, accurate, and timely information exchange. Explanation: effective communication is crucial for ensuring clear, accurate, and timely information exchange. This helps in managing expectations, resolving issues, and ensuring that all parties are informed and involved throughout the claims process. Correct answer: B. Consult with legal counsel or underwriting to clarify the language. Explanation: if the policy language is ambiguous, the adjuster should consult with legal counsel or underwriting to clarify. This ensures that the claim is interpreted and handled accurately, reducing the risk of disputes and ensuring compliance with the policy terms. Correct answer: B. Ensuring the expert's findings are integrated into the claims evaluation. Explanation: integrating the expert's findings into the claims evaluation is critical for ensuring that complex issues are accurately and thoroughly assessed. This approach helps in making informed decisions and ensures that all aspects of the claim are properly addressed. Correct answer: C. Conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine the extent of coverage. Explanation: Mr. Smith should conduct a thorough policy analysis to determine the extent of coverage. This involves reviewing the specific provisions, exclusions, and limitations in the policy to ensure that the claim is handled accurately and in accordance with the policy terms. Correct answer: A. To provide coverage for risks that are not covered by standard insurers. Explanation: the primary purpose of surplus lines insurance is to provide coverage for risks that are not covered by standard insurers. This allows it to meet the specialized needs of policyholders who require coverage for unique or high-risk exposures. Correct answer: B. To gather comprehensive and accurate information about the claim. Explanation: conducting interviews with insureds, witnesses, and other parties involved is important for gathering comprehensive and accurate information about the claim. This helps in making informed decisions and ensures that all relevant details are considered in the claims evaluation process. Correct answer: B. The willingness of both parties to negotiate and reach a compromise. Explanation: the success of ADR methods depends on the willingness of both parties to negotiate and reach a compromise. This collaborative approach helps in resolving disputes efficiently and amicably, avoiding the need for lengthy and costly litigation. Correct answer: B. To ensure that claims are handled fairly and ethically. Explanation: compliance with fair claims practices and consumer protection laws is important to ensure that claims are handled fairly and ethically. This protects the rights of consumers, maintains trust in the insurance industry, and ensures that insurers operate within legal and regulatory guidelines. Question 61. In Wyoming, what is the role of effective documentation in the surplus lines insurance claims handling process? A. To reduce the workload of the adjuster. B. To ensure accurate and complete records of the claims process. C. To expedite the settlement by minimizing details. D. To avoid compliance with regulatory requirements. Question 62. In Wyoming, what is a common method for gathering evidence during the surplus lines insurance claims investigation? A. Relying solely on the insured statement. B. Conducting on-site inspections and collecting physical evidence. C. Ignoring the need for evidence. D. Approving the claim without investigation. Question 63. Scenario: Mr. Thompson, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a manufacturing plant that suffered fire damage. The policy has specific provisions for fire damage coverage, but there are also exclusions related to improper maintenance. The insured argues that the fire was accidental and not due to negligence. What should Mr. Thompson do next? A. Deny the claim based on the exclusions. B. Approve the claim without reviewing the evidence. C. Conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause of the fire and any maintenance issues. D. Ignore the policy provisions and approve the claim. Question 64. In Wyoming, what is a critical aspect of working with legal counsel in surplus lines insurance claims litigation? A. Ignoring the counsel's advice. B. Providing comprehensive documentation and evidence. C. Reducing communication to avoid costs. D. Denying claims without legal input. Question 65. In Wyoming, why is it important to understand key terms and definitions in surplus lines insurance policies? A. To confuse the insured. B. To accurately interpret and apply policy provisions. C. To reduce the amount of claims processed. D. To expedite the claims process without review. Question 66. In Wyoming, what is a key responsibility of surplus lines insurance claims adjusters when handling a claim? A. Denying all claims. B. Ensuring claims are evaluated and processed fairly and accurately. C. Reducing communication with the insured. D. Ignoring policy provisions. Question 67. In Wyoming, what should a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster do if they encounter a complex claim that requires specialized knowledge? A. Deny the claim without further review. B. Utilize outside experts and specialists. C. Ignore the complexity and process the claim normally. D. Expedite the claim without investigation. Question 68. In Wyoming, why is it essential for surplus lines insurance claims adjusters to comply with state and federal regulations? A. To increase the number of claims approved. B. To ensure legal and regulatory compliance. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring regulations. D. To reduce communication with the insured. Question 69. Scenario: Ms. Jackson, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim involving extensive structural damage to a commercial building due to a windstorm. The policy includes coverage for windstorm damage but also has sublimits for specific types of damage. The insured is concerned about the extent of coverage available. What steps should Ms. Jackson take to address the claim? A. Deny the claim based on the sublimits. B. Approve the claim without reviewing the sublimits. C. Conduct a thorough review of the policy provisions and sublimits to determine coverage. D. Ignore the policy sublimits and approve the claim. Question 70. In Wyoming, what is the significance of ethical considerations in surplus lines insurance claims handling? A. To reduce the number of claims approved. B. To maintain integrity and trust in the insurance industry. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring ethics. D. To increase the insurer's profits. Question 71. In Wyoming, what is the primary goal of negotiating a settlement in surplus lines insurance claims? A. To reduce the amount paid to the insured. B. To reach a fair and mutually agreeable resolution. C. To deny the claim. D. To expedite the process by ignoring details. Question 72. In Wyoming, what is a critical factor in determining coverage and liability in surplus lines insurance claims? A. Guessing based on previous claims. B. Reviewing the policy terms and the specifics of the claim. C. Reducing the amount of evidence collected. D. Ignoring the policy provision. Question 73. In Wyoming, why is it important to gather and evaluate evidence in surplus lines insurance claims? A. To expedite the claims process by ignoring details. B. To ensure accurate and fair assessment of the claim. C. To reduce the number of claims processed. D. To avoid communication with the insured. Question 74. Scenario: Mr. Davis, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim involving significant theft and vandalism at a retail store. The policy covers theft but has specific conditions for coverage related to security measures. The insured did not have the required security measures in place. What should Mr. Davis do next? A. Deny the claim outright. B. Approve the claim without considering the policy conditions. C. Review the policy conditions and the circumstances of the loss to determine coverage. D. Ignore the policy conditions and approve the claim. Question 75. In Wyoming, what is the importance of utilizing loss adjustment techniques and tools in surplus lines insurance claims evaluation? A. To reduce the accuracy of claim assessments. B. To ensure precise and fair evaluation of the claim. C. To expedite the process by ignoring details. D. To increase the amount of claims denied. Question 76. In Wyoming, what is a key consideration when interpreting policy language and exclusions in surplus lines insurance? A. Ignoring the policy language. B. Understanding the intent and specific wording of the policy. C. Reducing the number of claims processed. D. Denying claims without review. Question 77. In Wyoming, why is it important for surplus lines insurance claims adjusters to handle conflicts of interest ethically? A. To increase the insurer's profits. B. To maintain professionalism and trust in the claims process. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring conflicts. D. To reduce communication with the insured. Question 70. In Wyoming, what is the purpose of reserving and estimating claim costs in surplus lines insurance? A. To deny claims without review. B. To ensure adequate financial reserves for future claim payments. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring details. D. To reduce the amount of claims processed. Question 79. Scenario: Ms. Lee, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a restaurant that suffered water damage due to a burst pipe. The policy covers water damage, but there is a clause that excludes coverage for damages resulting from long-term neglect. The insured claims the pipe burst suddenly and without warning. What should Ms. Lee do next? A. Deny the claim based on the exclusion. B. Approve the claim without investigating the cause. C. Conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause and whether neglect was a factor. D. Ignore the exclusion and approve the claim. Question 80. In Wyoming, what is a critical aspect of compliance with fair claims practices in surplus lines insurance? A. Ignoring the regulatory requirements. B. Ensuring claims are handled fairly and ethically. C. Reducing the amount of evidence collected. D. Denying all claims without review. Question 81. In Wyoming, why is it important to understand the regulatory framework and licensing requirements for surplus lines insurance? A. To increase the number of claims denied. B. To ensure compliance with state and federal laws. C. To expedite the process by ignoring regulations. D. To reduce communication with the insured. Question 82. In Wyoming, what is the significance of effective communication in surplus lines insurance claims handling? A. To reduce the number of claims processed. B. To ensure clear and accurate information exchange between all parties involved. C. To expedite the process by minimizing details. D. To deny claims without explanation. Question 83. Scenario: Mr. Roberts, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a warehouse that experienced structural damage due to an earthquake. The policy includes earthquake coverage but requires specific documentation from a structural engineer to validate the claim. The insured is having difficulty obtaining the required documentation. What should Mr. Roberts do to assist the insured? They deny the claim due to lack of documentation. B. Approve the claim without the required documentation. C. Assist the insured in finding a qualified structural engineer to provide the necessary documentation. D. Ignore the policy requirements and approve the claim. Question 84. In Wyoming, what is a key benefit of utilizing alternative dispute resolution adder methods in surplus lines insurance claims? A. To avoid resolving the dispute. B. To facilitate a quicker and less adversarial resolution of disputes. C. To reduce communication between parties. D. To increase litigation costs. Question 85. In Wyoming, what is an important consideration when negotiating and reaching a settlement agreement in surplus lines insurance claims? A. Ignoring the policy terms. B. Ensuring that the settlement is fair and reasonable for both parties. C. Reducing the amount of evidence reviewed. D. Denying the claim without negotiation. Question 86. In Wyoming, why is it important for surplus lines insurance claims adjusters to maintain confidentiality and privacy requirements? A. To increase the number of claims processed. B. To protect sensitive information and uphold professional standards. C. To expedite the process by sharing information. D. To reduce the workload of the adjuster. Question 87. Scenario: MS. Green, a surplus lines insurance claims adjuster in Wyoming, is handling a claim for a business that experienced extensive flood damage. The policy has specific exclusions for flood damage unless certain preventive measures were in place. The insured claims they took all necessary precautions but cannot provide documented proof. What should MS. Green do next? A. Deny the claim outright. B. Approve the claim without verification. C. Investigate further to determine if the insured took the necessary precautions. D. Ignore the policy exclusions and approve the claim. Question 80. In Wyoming, what is the purpose of compliance with fair claims practices and consumer protection laws in surplus lines insurance? A. To reduce the number of claims processed. B. To ensure that claims are handled fairly and ethically. C. To expedite the claims process by ignoring regulations. D. To increase the insurer's profits. Question 89. In Wyoming, what is the significance of understanding surplus lines insurance policies for claims adjusters? A. To increase the number of claims denied. B. To accurately interpret and apply policy provisions. C. To expedite the process by ignoring policy details. D. To reduce communication with the insured. Question 90. In Wyoming, what is a key responsibility of surplus lines insurance claims adjusters in the claims investigation process? A. Ignoring the need for evidence. B. Gathering and evaluating evidence to determine the validity of the claim. C. Reducing the amount of evidence collected. D. Denying the claim without investigation. Correct answer: B. To ensure accurate and complete records of the claims process. Explanation: effective documentation is crucial for ensuring accurate and complete records of the claims process. This helps in tracking the claims progress, supports decision-making, and ensures compliance with regulatory requirements. Correct answer: B. Conducting on-site inspections and collecting physical evidence. Explanation: conducting on-site inspections and collecting physical evidences, a common method for gathering evidence during the claims investigation. This helps in accurately assessing the damage and determining the validity of the claim. Correct answer: C. Conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause of the fire and any maintenance issues. Explanation: Mr. Thompson should conduct a detailed investigation to determine the cause of the fire and any maintenance issues. This helps in establishing whether the fire was accidental or due to negligence, ensuring the claim is handled accurately according to the policy terms. Correct answer: B. Providing comprehensive documentation and evidence. Explanation: providing comprehensive documentation and evidence is crucial when working with legal counsel in claims litigation. This helps in building a strong case, ensuring that all relevant information is available for legal proceedings. Correct answer: B. To accurately interpret and apply policy provisions. Explanation: understanding key terms and definitions is important for accurately interpreting and applying policy provisions. This ensures that claims are handled correctly and in accordance with the policy's intent, preventing misunderstandings and disputes. Correct answer: B. Ensuring claims are evaluated and processed fairly and accurately. Explanation: surplus lines insurance claims adjusters are responsible for ensuring that claims are evaluated and processed fairly and accurately. This involves assessing the claim based on the policy terms, gathering evidence, and making informed decisions to protect the interests of both the insurer and the insured. Correct answer: B. Utilize outside experts and specialists. Explanation: if a claim requires specialized knowledge, the adjuster should utilize outside experts and specialists. This ensures that the claim is thoroughly and accurately evaluated, leveraging the expertise needed to assess complex issues. Correct answer: B. To ensure legal and regulatory compliance. Explanation: complying with state and federal regulations is essential for ensuring that the claims process adheres to legal and regulatory requirements. This helps in protecting the rights of the insured, maintaining industry standards, and avoiding legal penalties. Correct answer: C. Conduct a thorough review of the policy provisions and sublimits to determine coverage. Explanation: MS. Jackson should conduct a thorough review of the policy provisions and sublimits to determine the extent of coverage. This ensures that the claim is handled accurately, reflecting the specific terms and limitations of the policy. Correct answer. B. To maintain integrity and trust in the insurance industry. Explanation. Ethical considerations are crucial for maintaining integrity and trust in the insurance industry. Handling claims ethically ensures fairness, transparency, and compliance with legal and regulatory standards, protecting the interests of all parties involved. Correct answer. B. To reach a fair and mutually agreeable resolution. Explanation. The primary goal of negotiating a settlement is to reach a fair and mutually agreeable resolution. This involves understanding the insured's needs and the policy terms, ensuring that the settlement is equitable and satisfactory for both parties. Correct answer. B. Reviewing the policy terms and the specifics of the claim. Explanation. Determining coverage and liability involves reviewing the policy terms and the specifics of the claim. This ensures that the claim is evaluated accurately and in accordance with the policy, reflecting the true nature of the loss and the coverage provided. Correct answer. B. To ensure accurate and fair assessment of the claim. Explanation. Gathering and evaluating evidence is important for ensuring an accurate and fair assessment of the claim. This helps in making informed decisions, verifying the validity of the claim, and determining the appropriate compensation based on the policy terms. Correct answer. C. Review the policy conditions and the circumstances of the loss to determine coverage. Explanation. Mr. Davis should review the policy conditions and the circumstances of the loss to determine coverage. This involves assessing whether the lack of security measures affects the claim and ensures that the decision aligns with the policy terms. Correct answer. B. To ensure precise and fair evaluation of the claim. Explanation. Utilizing loss adjustment techniques and tools is important for ensuring precise and fair evaluation of the claim. These techniques help in accurately assessing the extent of the loss and determining the appropriate compensation based on the policy terms. Correct answer. B. Understanding the intent and specific wording of the policy explanation. Interpreting policy language and exclusions requires understanding the intent and specific wording of the policy. This ensures that claims are evaluated accurately, reflecting the true coverage and limitations provided by the policy. Correct answer. B. To maintain professionalism and trust in the claims process. Explanation. Handling conflicts of interest ethically is important for maintaining professionalism and trust in the claims process. This ensures that claims are handled fairly and transparently, protecting the rights and interests of all parties involved. Correct answer. B. To ensure adequate financial reserves for future claim payments. Explanation. Reserving and estimating claim costs is important for ensuring that adequate financial reserves are available for future claim payments. This helps insurers manage their financial obligations and ensures that they can meet the needs of their policyholders. Correct answer. C. Conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause and whether neglect was a factor. Explanation. Amiss. We should conduct a thorough investigation to determine the cause of the water damage and whether neglect was a factor. This ensures that the claim is evaluated accurately and in accordance with the policy terms. Correct answer. B. Ensuring claims are handled fairly and ethically. Explanation. Compliance with fair claims practices involves ensuring that claims are handled fairly and ethically. This helps in protecting the rights of consumers, maintaining trust in the insurance industry, and ensuring that insurers operate within legal and regulatory guidelines. Correct answer. B. To ensure compliance with state and federal laws. Explanation. Understanding the regulatory framework and licensing requirements is important for ensuring compliance with state and federal laws. This helps in maintaining the integrity of the surplus lines insurance market and protecting the interests of consumers. Correct answer. B. To ensure clear and accurate information exchange between all parties involved. Explanation. Effective communication is significant for ensuring clear and accurate information exchange between all parties involved in the claims process. This helps in preventing misunderstandings, facilitating timely decisions, and ensuring transparency. Correct answer. C. Assist the insured in finding a qualified structural engineer to provide the necessary documentation. Explanation. Mr. Roberts should assist the insured in finding a qualified structural engineer to provide the necessary documentation. This ensures that the claim is processed in accordance with the policy requirements and supports the insured in meeting the necessary conditions for coverage. Correct answer. B. To facilitate a quicker and less adversarial resolution of disputes. Explanation. Utilizing ADR methods facilitates a quicker and less adversarial resolution of disputes. This helps in resolving conflicts efficiently and amicably, avoiding the need for lengthy and costly litigation. Correct answer. B. Ensuring that the settlement is fair and reasonable for both parties. Explanation. Ensuring that the settlement is fair and reasonable for both parties is important when negotiating and reaching a settlement agreement. This helps in achieving a mutually satisfactory resolution and maintains trust in the claims process. Correct answer. B. To protect sensitive information and uphold professional standards. Explanation. Maintaining confidentiality and privacy requirements is important for protecting sensitive information and upholding professional standards. This ensures that the rights of the insured are protected and that the adjuster operates within ethical and legal boundaries. Correct answer. C. Investigate further to determine if the insured took the necessary precautions. Explanation. Amiss. Green should investigate further to determine if the insured took the necessary precautions. This helps in verifying the validity of the claim and ensures that the decision aligns with the policy terms and conditions. Correct answer. B. To ensure that claims are handled fairly and ethically. Explanation. Compliance with fair claims practices and consumer protection laws ensures that claims are handled fairly and ethically. This protects the rights of consumers, maintains trust in the insurance industry, and ensures that insurers operate within legal and regulatory guidelines. Correct answer. B. To accurately interpret and apply policy provisions. Explanation. Understanding surplus lines insurance policies is significant for accurately interpreting and applying policy provisions. This ensures that claims are evaluated correctly and in accordance with the policy terms, preventing misunderstandings and disputes. Correct answer. B. Gathering and evaluating evidence to determine the validity of the claim. Explanation. Gathering and evaluating evidence is a key responsibility of claims adjusters in the investigation process. This helps in determining the validity of the claim and ensures that decisions are made based on accurate and comprehensive information.